and just let me know if you like it. Me kind of scrolling through it. To me, it lets me get a better kind of look at it. I don't have to remember as much, and you guys can also see it. Also, I think it'll help me get through it a little bit quicker. I don't want these videos to be too long, mostly because you want all the good details, and I'm gonna link this in the uh, the description below. So here we go. 2 years strong, the April update, server maintenance, yada yada yada. Legends, it has been 2 years since we first started this journey on early access. I was not here, unfortunately. Oh gosh. Soyuza, the Mogami class cruiser with 155mm guns. I'm very excited for this cruiser. 2 seasons of Arena, which is amazing. I loved Arena. And then let's see when they start getting into it. I've read this over one time. It was very early in the morning, so some of this I might catch for the first time, to be honest. So a little bit of a reaction as well. So there's going to be some sales going on, 35%. Ooh, this could be a good time for premiums. I'm assuming conversion rate for the global XP if you want to do that. First win bonus for tier 3 or higher aircraft carriers. So aircraft carriers will be here in the coming update. They are fully coming into the game. That's that's exciting. More into that later. Well, I guess right next. Okay, but for this, if the deals are good, I don't know what they are, and it's on certain premium ships that I think are really good. I will do kind of a video going over which ones I think are a really good deal, just to get the best bang for your buck. So aircraft carriers are returning, and there are a few changes. So we are getting the tier 3, 5, and 7. So this is basically, we didn't have the tier 7s in the test event, and I'm really upset that we didn't get to test tier 7 before they came onto the live server. However, I know they were trying to push out these carriers as quick as possible because they've been working on it for a while, and it's probably going to make them a fair bit of money. So, and just bring some players back to the game, and a lot of people are begging for carriers. So this is official. Aircraft carriers are coming into the game. This is going to change how World of Warships Legends plays for till it whatever's. This is going to be the new game. I'm excited, but let's a little bit more onto that. Let's just get through the patch notes first. No more than 1 carrier per team. That's good. The tech tree ships are going to be the Langley, the Ranger, and the Lexington. The Lexington is going to be the tier 7 for the USA, and the Hosho, Ryujo, and the Shikaku for the Japanese. Pretty standard. I'm pretty sure everyone kind of guessed this. It wasn't too hard to figure out which ones are going to be. Alright, and to unlock the carriers, first you have to unlock the tier 3 battleships, so most people already have that done. Compared with battleships, tier 7 cruisers require an additional 50,000 XP to complete. Unlock. Okay, so that means from the tier 5, it looks like it's going to be, what, 260,000 XP to unlock the tier 7, which makes it harder to get, and I kind of like that. I don't want tier 7 to be flooded insanely quickly, so I think that's a good call on that part. All carriers have access to torpedo and dive bombers, HE bombs, and 2 missions to obtain special carrier commanders will be available. Alright, so you'll be able to get the carrier commanders for free. You just have to do the missions. That's nice. Tier 7 cost, or the service cost, is 136,000. That is standard. Changes. Since the airstrike mode, HE bomb damage has increased. Aircraft torpedo damage and range have been increased. Okay. Plane speed of the tier 3s has been increased. HP of the tier 5s has been increased. Tier 3 bombs have increased accuracy. Okay, I like that because that was terrible. Received course plotting. This is huge. This is huge. So if you watch any sort of PC, you can kind of like ping a sector, I believe, on the tactical map. Yeah. And you'll be able to somewhat steer your ship into a location, which I think is definitely needed, so that's nice. Torpedo skills of existing commanders now correctly affect plane drop torpedoes. So what I think this means, okay, it does. So because Louis de Fournette base trade now affects HE bombs. So theoretically, if you wanted to increase the torpedo planes, I'm pretty sure you could use like destroyer commanders. So things like the new fishy commander or whatever, plus 4 knots to your torps and all the damage and range, I believe. So that's interesting. Changes to other ship types. Tier 5 and up legendary cruisers have received 2 charges of defensive AA. Consumable is available in the second slot. I do not like this at all. You have to change it out for sonar. So basically, what does that mean? If you pick defensive AA and you get into a game without a carrier, you effectively have no use for defensive AA and you just lost out on sonar. I don't think that's the best. I don't know. I don't like that, you know. Every commander has received the all-out anti-air skill, which passively boosts the range and power of AA ships. Okay, so we got some new skills for AA. That's nice. Do we have received new skills for carrier? Oh, I mean, I guess that's nice. The base commanders have received stuff, so if you don't have the commanders, they can somewhat be used for the carriers. Every ship of Tier 4 and higher has the option to install AA Gun Mod 1 in the first modification slot, which improves ship anti-air. That's nice. Nice addition. Nice addition. Every Tier 7 and Legendary Tier ship has the option to install AA Gun Mod 3 in the 4th modification slot. So you can really spec into anti-air defense, to be honest. I'm not sure if I'm going to be changing the 4th slot, though. I usually like to run the reload mod, but we'll see how the AA actually does. Oh, adding a new dimension to Legends, baby. Before we move on from carriers, honestly, at this point in the game, I am excited for carriers. I'm worried for sure because I don't want it to ruin the game that I love. But at this point, I was talking with one of the other CCs. I was like, at this point, it's just kind of like ripping a Band-Aid off. We've known it's coming, and I'm just kind of ready to get in there and get used to it, you know. So that's carriers in my book. You know, we'll just have to play it. The game will still stand. It just depends on if you like them or not. Limit Breaker campaign. This is actually a pretty long list here. Okay. So this is the Mogami variant with the 155mm guns. And this looks like a pretty standard campaign. Admiralty backing for 2,500. And I'm excited for the ship a lot. I can't wait to get my hands on it. We're going to skip through this. You can read that if you want to. I'm going to just note a couple things. Is the campaign worth it? If you want resources and you play this game to level up your commanders, I think it is always worth getting the Admiralty backing. Not necessarily for these types of things, but you know, you do get 28 promotion orders, 3 insignias, 3 commendations. 3 commendations is huge, and the insignias are big as well. And 6 winter crates, that's pretty good. You could get some ships out of that. Arena Battle Season 2 and 3. I'm super excited for this. Top 3 brackets will receive... Oh, the top 3 brackets will receive still. That's nice. Top 1%, top 10, and top 25 in both seasons. Special article next Thursday. So we'll hear more about the Arena. So Arena's not coming out immediately. I think that's a good call. Let people get into the carriers, stuff like that. The Golden Week content. Golden Week is a series of holidays celebrated in Japan. Annually starts with the Emperor's birthday. Let's see. It's just a bunch of skins for a couple ships. Yamato, that might be pretty cool, actually. Asashio is coming into the premium sale for 25 or 12,500 doubloons. Okay, not that I really want another IJN destroyer, but people do like the Asashio. Not bad. Okay, balance changes. Let's see. This is where like in my opinion, balance changes are my favorite part. Most times. 105mm secondary guns of German battleships, so that means the entire line. That's nice. Can now penetrate 20mm of armor. Originally, I believe they could only pin 17, so you can now actually do damage to destroyers with your 105mm secondaries. Bismarck and turrets become more of a threat to any destroyers. I don't know why they specified Bismarck and turrets when they said German battleships. That makes it seem... I'm going to assume it's for all German battleships. I don't know why they just mentioned those two. Ashitaka's main gun reload has been improved by 1 second. That doesn't really do much. Warhammer ships. These things needed some love, but I probably won't play them too much. Citadel belt armor, 126 instead of 76 millimeters. Okay, repair party now restores 32% more HP. Whoa. This is a huge buff to the repair party. Same duration. 32% more HP per second. That's a really big buff. And a single charge of main battle reload booster has been added to the third. If you want to buff a ship, just add a main battle reload booster and it solves everyone's problems, because that's the real problem. And another big one coming up here is Concealment Modification going to these battleships here: Ashitaka, the Nagato, Amagi, Yamato, Ki, Vanguard. Vanguard's getting buffed again, the Ragnarok, and the Ignis. So Yamato getting Concealment Mod is a little bit worrying. Obviously, I believe the Conqueror is going to get it as well once it comes. That's just going to make Yamato that much more powerful versus tier 7 battleships, so I don't understand why Yamato kind of needed that. Division mates in tier 6 and 7 battles spawn closer to each other in standard. Okay, so you're going to be more or less with your division mates. That's pretty cool. And then the miscellaneous. Okay, we kind of did a good job of going through this. I'm proud of myself. The red, white, and blue and legendary birthday bureau projects are scheduled to depreciate and will be removed if you have to start them. So if you just start them, they won't be removed. 2 new maps. I love new maps. Solomon Islands for tier 3 and tier 4, and the hotspot map for tiers 6, 7, and almost at 8. Tier 6, 7, and legendary. I always love new maps, so I'm excited to see this. I can't remember which one this is on PC, but I will check it out soon. Carriers have been added to the port filter. Okay, nice. Carrier-specific tooltips have been added to controller presets. Anti-air stats have been added. Okay. Maximum air defense range is shown at the info panel. Okay. Just some miscellaneous. Nice. The background of active legendary skills has been replaced in the commander interface. Okay. Visual effects of projectiles hitting the ground have been improved. I wonder if this is going to remove the ghost shells. If you shoot an island, sometimes your shells will clip through it. Obviously, they don't go past physically, but visually, the shells still continue. So this might be fixing that. I'm not really sure. The wording's kind of weird. And then fix bugs, nothing too much. You can read through that. New premium ships in the store. Purchased during the update. The tier 4 Soviet battleship. So we're getting another tier 4 Soviet battleship. I'm not even going to try to pronounce that. And the tier 5 Italian destroyer. Our first Italian DD. That's pretty interesting, to be honest. Not too much going on in that aspect, but I am excited for this update. Arena is going to be nice. The Soyuza is going to be nice as well. I'm excited for that. And ladies and gentlemen, carriers are coming to the game. 2 years. It took them 2 years. So we will see. I'm going to put my best foot forward in trying to play them and learn them and provide as much feedback as I can on them. Good or bad, you know. It remains to be seen how they're actually going to play out in regular battles. So this is a new era for Legends and continuing on for the game. So put your boots on. We're going to work. Anyways, that's going to be it for this video. I want to keep these. I don't even know how long this is going, but please leave some feedback in the comments below if you're excited for carriers, and if you did like this video, please like it and share it to other people. And if you are not subscribed and you do like the content, we are a Legends CC, so obviously we're always going to bring updates on the game and some gameplays. But anyways, guys, that's going to be it for the video. Y'all take it easy and y'all get ready for some carriers. Take it easy, guys. Peace.